I hope to show with this that KWL have failed of their duty to care and duty to manage. This is a plan of works from the bathroom adaptations which they have supplied an asbestos survey with it, and the address is of number 2 Cookbury Close. All the highlighted pieces are asbestos products which are still present, should be managed, permit to works issued and inspected on a regular basis. The confusion is that there is an asbestos flue pipe which is buried all the way through that wall, which has been opened up, smashed about for a door. Major planning was involved, building control, who have all failed to ensure that a Type 3 intrusive survey was carried out before any major works. The flue that is from the roof ends in the understairs cupboard, which I have had to sheet off with friends who are aware of the situation and have been in the presence of this house for the last 3 weeks while building works was going off regardless. KWL was informed and their manager stood there while Westlinks finished off the plastering on Monday and tried to explain that he had produced an asbestos survey on number 30 Cookbury Close. Number 30 Cookbury Close is of a bungalow over in the corner. I challenged on this and said that he had failed his duty to manage and duty of care and responsibility, not only on myself, on all the following employees and subcontractors involved. KWL have also now tried to carry out works in flood damage, which has still not been done from 2007. I have letters from Julie Penman stating that there is no outstanding flood works, but upon receipt of KWL's letter today, the orders have come from Julie Penman to remove all the skating boards, reform all windows and doors, insulate, reframe, sort the roof out, sort the damp out, but nobody will put this in writing. I have requested again and sent information off to my solicitor. I have got reference numbers along with the council that I have contacted today. This is the letter that I received from Julie Penman, which should have been for my solicitor. It instructs and gives out a full list of works that should have been done and need carrying out. She has explained that wood doesn't mould. I can prove that, as the private contractors Westlinks accidentally smashed certain parts of the property and revealed no open cavities, no foam being filled. And the removal of skating boards is still a recommendation upon the full report, which my solicitor didn't get. Julie Penman also references that I have been sending, your client has been making numerous threatening emails and telephone calls to my officer, which hopefully now will cease. If there was any substance to this, then surely the council, like in all the other attempts to try and evict me, would have tried to use this one. As they are aware, I record all videos, conversations and request all information from them. I hope to make these people accountable who can't even sign letters. Thank you. As you can imagine, I got my information yesterday from the hospital that is bacterial based. I have been suffering for years, so they can't even give me life expectancy. My chair still doesn't work, and access upstairs is difficult. As with the nature of my illness has been deemed as bacterial based, as a part of caution, it should be advised that works should have been carried out prior testing before other employees and members of the public are involved in this horrific cover-up by the Hull City Council, where I am here to die in, and the property, what they have failed all along the line. Social services, a year to apply for my medical records, but they've been paying me 17 grand just to shut me up because they couldn't put anybody in my property. All paperwork is documented upon OT's reports, social workers' reports, personal lead assessments, what the council have filled out. Hence why there is housing disrepair. I have been in touch with the lift company who is coming to install, cut the aperture on Wednesday. but the council have requested from my OT that I move out the property for the week while this happens. I have discovered that this is to replace all the steel beams, the timber twisted beams that should have been replaced with steel beams upon the council taking out and refurbishing the old windows from timber which formed part of the integral structure. There has been that many people through this property. I am unable to get all videos off my computer as there is over 200 gigabytes. I have sent it off professionally, and hence this is why you are receiving this one. I got 5 minutes notice of my units being returned back from storage from since KWL contaminated the bathroom in June. I then received a phone call from Helen asking me to move out from a request from the council. I asked for that to be put in writing from my OT. I also mentioned that she was a standing, I can't think of the word at the moment, but she is not a regular Hull City Council OT, as they are finding it hard to assess people, and those OTs cannot live with themselves, forced to live by the council's decisions and restrictions. This has cost thousands and thousands of pounds of work, and KWL are making millions out of Hull City Council's unchecking, unsupervised manners and procedures. I just want to be left alone in my home to die without being constantly interrupted or annoyed by council letters, literature, documentation that is infactual and incorrect. I have had it surveyed that many times. I have the choice. The council only use KWL as their preferred, but I have a choice and prefer Westlinks to carry out all testing and all remedial works, as I trust Wayne and his staff, who behaved impeccably upon the difficulties that they have had to endure with the council in regards to getting answers and moving the situation forward quickly and smoothly, so that it has limited damage to my health, as they are all aware that this is the house that they put me in to die.